Tonight, from Oklahoma City, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Joe Burrow and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks taking on Dak Prescott and the Cincinnati Bengals.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. He's going to drop this one down for Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shifts past him at the 45. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Prescott on 1st down. He gets it to Thomas. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Rosas' kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Burrow.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete there to Thomas. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. On third down, it's Prescott. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Four yards remain for second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces fourth and goal.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with Hyde. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow, throw right side, caught by Ridley. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Burrow. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their 1st-round pick. His 1st NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
You like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition. There
again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
He's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Prescott. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll throw again. Prescott. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 7 yards the pickup there. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Prescott now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Rosas good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's got Jack Doyle. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down. Burrow going right side. He finds Slayton. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Slayton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Burrow will throw. This one caught by Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This goes out right to Doyle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He looks underneath and he finds Hyde. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Doyle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Singletary. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
2nd down and goal. Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Hyde. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Carlos Hyde. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Nighthawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, it's Murray. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Prescott from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Westbrook now on the return.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They run it again with Hyde. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A 10th carry for Hyde. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And now they will throw it with Burrow.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
On third down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Bengals offense returns to the field.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. And a huge play that time.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Handoff comes to Hyde. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now it's Burrow. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. And this is going to be incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st.
That goes out wide to Murray.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On play action, Prescott. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Going with a screen for Murray. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Prescott to throw it. For Keenan Allen, that's complete.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete there to Thomas. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
And again, it's Prescott. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And Allen's got it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to drop this one down for Murray. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Prescott yet again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Murray. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Once more, Murray. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he'll be tackled. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 20-16, and time a huge factor. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Here's Burrow. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw, Burrow. Out to the flat for Hyde. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Burrow. Escapes the sack. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's got Doyle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Got a man, Slayton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple of plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He dumps it to Hyde, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Burrow. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with what most likely will be the game-winning touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.